Alright guys, what is going on? SmackDown Live just ended, and I gotta be honest with you guys, SmackDown Live was way better than Raw this week. Last week, I wanted to give it to Raw. This week, I give it to SmackDown. And this is what I want to start doing. SmackDown Raw, we're going to talk about which is better. I'm going to try to do it at the end of the videos, but this week, I'm doing it at the beginning because I flat out know that SmackDown was better than Raw. Even though the crowd reactions for some of these matches were straight shit, y'all need to step your fucking game up. But man, it was good. We started out the show with, man, Bray Wyatt. Every time he talks, there's a smile on my face. I just can listen to this dude for 8 fucking hours straight talk about whatever the fuck he even talks about, and I will be happy. I'm not even lying to you. It's just really good to me. And then here comes Dean Ambrose. Yeah, shit show. I'm just kidding. I like Dean Ambrose, but he comes out, and I don't know. I don't know if what they were gonna do. He says, Bray Wyatt's like, come in this ring, let me whisper to you, or whatever, has Sister Abigail or whatever. And then here comes Dolph Ziggler. He just looks at Dean Ambrose, runs in the ring, and pretty much was getting his ass beat until Dean Ambrose came in. Well, Bray Wyatt got Dean Ambrose ready for the Sister Abigail, and well, Dolph Ziggler saw that, was trying to go for a super kick onto Bray Wyatt, and when Bray Wyatt moved and shoved Dean Ambrose into that super kick, I swear that was the nastiest super kick I've ever seen. Like, that looked nasty. It looked fucked up. Let's be honest here. It looked fucked up. So then here comes Eric Rowan. Boom, super kick to you, sir. But then Dolph Ziggler gets caught with the Sister Abigail, and I'm like, I'm pumped, dude. After that, I couldn't be more pumped. That was pretty damn good way to start the show. I really think it was. So, next up we have the debut. Not the debut. Why did I say debut? It's not debut, guys. It was American Alpha versus Mikey O'Shea and somebody. Well, if you guys don't know who Mikey O'Shea is, if you've never seen Paragon Pro Wrestling, I know it's on a couple of channels. If you get the channels, it used to be on Pop TV, the same place where TNA's at now. It came on like Saturday mornings, I believe, and Mikey O'Shea was on there, and I had no problems with him. I thought he was pretty cool, so getting him to see on SmackDown tonight was, it was pretty cool. But American Alpha came down to the ring, and then so did the Ascension. I'm like, what's going on? I thought they were gonna attack somebody. No, here comes the Vaude Villains, and then here comes the Hype Bros, my favorite tag team out of all of them. Yeah, I mean, I love Zack Ryder, and then Mojo Rawley is awesome. So, the American Alpha, they take care of business pretty quick, and then they all just start brawling. Everybody's going everywhere, and American Alpha standing tall. So, I think the reason why they did this instead of not doing it on the first episode is because there's speculation going around that there's going to be a tag team title here on SmackDown. And I think that was the perfect way to do this because, I mean, nobody knew if it was actually going to happen. I, for one, thought it was going to happen. And so them doing this and then JBL talking about it on air made me like, yeah, there's going to be a new tag team. There's going to be tag team champions here on SmackDown. And which I like that. They've got 4 tag teams. Well, if you count Tyler Breeze and Fandango, I don't know if we are counting them. They were not there, but they could be in there, and they could mix it in a little bit. There just needs to be one more tag team or something. I don't know. But I think that the first tag team champions will not be the American Alpha. I don't think they should get it first off. I think it should be the Vaudevillains. I don't know if that's the right choice, but I feel like you're going to give it to the American Alpha right off the bat like that. I don't know if that's the right choice. Even though they are pretty good, but the fans seem like they don't care. Like, they cheer when they hit their good moves, but they're not NXT crowd. They're not chanting for freaking Gable the whole time. So, I don't know. Maybe they got to give them some more time and don't put the title on them right away. Just let them build up the fan base before putting the titles on them. Because here on SmackDown, they're not getting the same cheers. The NXT crowd is way louder than these guys tonight. So, I think the smart choice would be put it on somebody that the WWE Universe sees more instead of just the people who watch NXT. You know, that's just my thoughts on it. Which some people might think that American Alpha should go ahead and get the tag titles. Which, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. But tell me what you guys think about that. So if you guys can't already tell, it's just a thing now on my channel. It's my reviews. I'm going to have my fan on because it's hot, and I'm not going to sit here getting hot and sweaty without my fans on. There's just one fan tonight. It's feeling pretty good, so sorry to the people who can't stand that, but I'm pretty sure you can hear me just fine. So we had Becky Lynch come out, and she's facing All Red Everything. Man, I knew she wasn't going to wrestle. I knew last week after she got injured, and then I was like, you know what? I think this is just going to be like a trick play. She's not going to wrestle anymore. This week, though, she had the wardrobe malfunction, and I was like, let's go. But, you know, she's hot as hell, dude. Oh, my God. But she couldn't wrestle, so here comes Alexa Bliss, and I have no problem with Alexa Bliss. She's probably even better than Eve Marie, let's be honest. I don't know why Eve Marie's getting all this attention, because I mean, let's be honest, she's not that good of a wrestler. Unless they're going to do this for like 3 more months, let her get a little bit more training done. I don't know. But she actually beats Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss does, because Eve Marie comes out and distracts her, and she hits the Twisting Bliss or something like that. That was a cool move. And then Eve Marie gets an interview, and she's like, well, I came in here, I got my wardrobe on, and it's just Alexa Bliss beat me to the punch. I'm like, no, the fuck she didn't, bitch. You just suck. But I thought it was alright. No real crowd reaction. They like Becky Lynch a lot. They cheered for Becky Lynch more than they cheered for American Alpha. That's just what I think. Like I said, American Alpha's just going to have to get a little more time up here on the main roster. Okay, let's get off the tag team subject. I can talk about that for fucking hours. But our next segment was Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio, and boy did I love this matchup. There's been a lot of speculation going around that Alberto Del Rio has not liked his position in the company, so I don't know. They're saying he's got an opt-out clause in either October or September. I don't know if he's going to leave or not, but I hope not. Well, I mean, if he goes anywhere else, they're probably going to show it on TV too. He's going to go somewhere like TNA, or maybe even back to Lucha Underground or ROH, so I'm fine with either one of those. But it was a good matchup. These two have had plenty of good matches against each other before, so this one was no different. So when we get out to the outside, I'm like, why is Randy Orton going for the freaking announce table? This shit's about to get personal, dog. And then Alberto Del Rio grabs the chair, beats the shit out of him, disqualification. Randy Orton wins by disqualification. Well, you know, Randy Orton gets back in the ring, and I'm like, oh my God, Randy Orton's body his ass whooped. This is what I missed about Alberto Del Rio. When he first came in, and he was beating the shit out of everybody, breaking everybody's arms, that's what I thought he should go back to. So maybe seeing a glimpse of this, maybe he want to stay. I don't know, but when Randy Orton, I did not expect Randy Orton to hit that RKO. I was like, I didn't think that was going to happen. Because here comes Alberto Del Rio with a chair. A fucking RKO. I'm like, okay, yeah. I should have expected that. RKO's out of nowhere. Welcome to Viper Bill, bitch. But, you know, it was a really cool. Randy Orton is one of my all-time favorites. So, this match was great. I love seeing Randy Orton back on television again. It's always phenomenal to watch him. Well, we gotta talk about the phenomenal one a little bit later. They had this thing with John Cena, and okay, let's be honest. When they first had this John Cena AJ match, I didn't like it. It was too slow. It wasn't the AJ Styles pace. And then the club came out, and it was all big doo-doo, the first match, in my opinion. The whole 6-man tag match was alright. So this one, without no club, without anybody, should be a lot better. It should be in AJ Styles' pace, not John Cena's. John Cena can work to AJ Styles' pace, I would think. So maybe get the match going a little bit quicker this time. That's just my thoughts on that. We have Heath Slater and his 2 kids. Well, then he says 4 kids, because he's got to pay for his above ground pool. That was pretty funny. He was trying to get Rhino to just lose the match for him. That was funny as hell, dude. and Rhino wins his primary election in Michigan. I heard he was doing some political stuff. That's cool that he won, I guess. But this match was this was Heath Slater's best match since like the fucking core days. And you know how long ago that was? Yeah, who does? I did not expect him to actually have a good match here. You know, this match was actually pretty entertaining, and Heath Slater put up a fight. At one point I thought he was going to win, but the referee noticed that he had his foot on the ropes, and I was fucking pissed off for Heath Slater. I was like, damn. And then Rhino turns around, hits the gore, with Heath Slater distracting the referee. Not on purpose, but, you know, he kind of turns around and gets hit with a freaking gore, and that looked like it hurt. So Rhino wins, and they went to the look back, and Daniel Bryan and Shane are like, yeah, we can give him a contract, you know, he's got that fighting spirit, kind of like a Blue Brand, and Heath Slater just comes in, and he don't need SmackDown anymore. What were you doing, sir? You could have had this shit. I wish they would give Heath Slater some more serious roles, because it shows in this match that he can go out there and work. At least he can be like a, kind of like what Dolph Ziggler was for the past 2 years. Go out there and have good matches, but he doesn't have to win. That's perfectly fine. Just don't have him in these goofy-ass gimmicks anymore, man. I don't know, because you've seen the work he could do with the Core Nexus. I don't think they necessarily have to continue to do this shit anymore. So, in place, instead of having another Intercontinental Championship deal where they push it a little bit more, because SummerSlam's in like a week or so. No, we have another Divas match. Even though Carmella wins, and I was pretty happy about that, she beat Italia. It was an okay match. Crowd was silent the whole time, really. They just go back to the back, and Baron Corbin's beating up Kalisto. Can we do something with this Intercontinental division instead of having 2 Divas matches in 2 hours? Come on, guys. That was my one biggest gripe about tonight. What was the point? Okay, we're just going to see Apollo Crews versus Miz little storyline like once? Is there even a point in them going on there and having a match and they only get like one little time? No. They better do something with these guys next week. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to push Apollo Crews to do something to make it look like he can win. Because to be honest, I didn't think Dolph Ziggler could beat Dean Ambrose, but after these 2 weeks he's had, I feel like Dolph Ziggler could go out there and beat Dean Ambrose. They're not doing Apollo Crews like that. Yeah, he beat Sheamus, but the fucking Miz Intercontinental Champion, he's on this incredible run or whatever. Make him go out there and look strong before the fucking pay-per-view instead of just giving him the Intercontinental Championship match and that's it for the dude. Come on, man. You're better than that. Book the fucking shit right. Alright, so we get ready for our main event, and this, like I said, they had to do something to make Dolph Ziggler look strong going into the pay-per-view, and they've given him 2 straight wins in a back-to-back like that. It's gonna make him look better going into the pay-per-view. Now, whether this means if he loses, Bray Wyatt stepping in to be #1 contender, and I kind of get this, but I don't know if it's necessary. It needs to be Bray Wyatt. You know, I can kind of see a little bit of a long-term booking here. It gives the champion a fact that he already knows who we know he's facing after Dolph Ziggler, or maybe make this a triple threat, or or something like that. But this is a solid matchup. The clothesline Eric Rowan hit on Dolph Ziggler before the commercial break was insane. To be honest here, that was pretty crazy. Dean Ambrose was trying to just go through a suicide dive or whatever, and fucking, I don't know. But he was going straight, then all of a sudden he just hit like a complete turn and like kicks Bray Wyatt down or whatever. That was pretty insane. But when Bray Wyatt hit that Uranagi on the ring apron, was intense as fuck. That I was like, damn, like it was insane. It was insane. I liked it. Like I said, Bray Wyatt is my favorite in the WWE right now. So, and then Dolph Ziggler comes in and hits the super kick. He gets out of like Eric Rowan's finisher or whatever. But earlier in the match, like my favorite move of the match was when Dolph Ziggler was going for that super kick, and Eric Rowan just turned out of it and hit the spin kick. I thought it was over there, because that was his finisher when he was not with the Wyatt family, the first and only time they were split up. They're kind of split up now, I don't know. Who knows? They're going to split them up, they'll be back together in a fucking year or something like that, just like they are now. So, but Dolph Ziggler hits the super kick, 1, 2, 3, and he wins again. So I can see them trying to do something to make him look better going in to face Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam. So after the match, Dean Ambrose is looking at the figure while he's trying to, pat him on the back or whatever. Bitch, he gets up and hits the fucking dirty deeds, and he is holding your title heading into next week. I thought this could have been a go-home show towards SummerSlam, but I think like I said, they needed to add in something with the Intercontinental Champion instead of the Miz having doing these boring ass. I don't know. I like seeing Maurice. Don't get me wrong. I do like seeing Maurice, but do something with the Miz. Give him matches. Give him his opponent matches or something. I know that's my only gripe about tonight, but let's be honest. Overall, in my opinion, way better than Monday Night Raw. I almost fell asleep like 7 fucking times in 3 hours. There was 3 good matches in 3 hours. Yeah, pretty strange. There was a couple good matches here tonight, luckily. So, that's gonna do it here for my review. Like, subscribe, and comment. I am out.